Hello, I'm Ruth from Oversley Flowers. I grow a lovely selection of English cottage garden flowers all through the season for local people between Ulster and Stratford and all the villages in between. This is where the flowery season begins. It all starts in my little greenhouse at home. It all starts with planning and deciding what to grow. I'm aiming to get a wide variety of colour, textures and scents all through the season from April to October.
Well, here we are down at Ruth's flower plot in Oversley Green. Everywhere looking green and lush now after the May rains, following such a dry April this year and cold and frost. Here comes Ruth with a new barrow load of seedlings ready to go into the new plots, and a chance just to have a look at the quarter-acre plot here, all sustainably grown, no chemicals used, no pesticides or fertilizers, just using natural practices and natural predators to keep the bugs and the weeds down. We can have a look at the polytunnel which was erected this winter by Ruth and Mike, and that gives an extended season both in the spring and hopefully in the autumn for flowers during the year. And finally, as we pan around, we can just have a look at some of the perennials and the herbaceous plants, and also the foliage, which is such an important part of the presentation for bouquets and flower buckets.
Here we are in the polytunnel. We're really pleased with this new polytunnel. It's got roll-up sides, which is so important for ventilation, but the flowers have really done well in it. In front of me are the ranunculus, the first season for ranunculus in the polytunnel, and they've done really well. Beautiful flowers known as the spring rose, and rightly so. As you walk in the polytunnel, there's a lovely scent from the phlox which are flowering, and pops of colour from the geum as well. Sweet peas are about to flower, which is always a welcome sign of spring. Seedlings ready to go into the new beds. The beds are all prepared with our own compost. We plan to have a succession of flowers all through the season.
Well, it's early evening and Ruth's just picking the flowers for bouquets tomorrow, which will be kept in the cool overnight to condition and then be ready for making up in the morning.
This is where the fun begins. This is my flower den. All the flowers end up here after being picked early in the morning or late in the evening in the cool. They come in, they're conditioned, and then it's opportunity to be creative. Putting colours together, textures together. It's like art. I really love it. Flowers will now condition overnight, so they're nicely hydrated for arranging in the morning. All the bouquets have minimum packaging, no cellophane or no floral foam, both of which are not very good for the environment. The florists arrive with their buckets, so that's easy, and we just transfer the flowers over. I love creating with flowers. I like them to be natural and flowing and showing their own beauty. Whether it's a bouquet for a special occasion or curating a bucket of flowers for you to arrange yourselves for a garden party or wedding, I like to include a natural mix of flowers, foliage and herbs, and some scent too. Designing for funeral arrangements is something special. It takes time to plan, bring together the right combination of flowers to reflect the individual requests. It has been hedgerow designs, a wildflower meadow, and a cottage garden arrangement with their own special flower included. It's my happy place, growing and creating with flowers. I love the selection and variety of flowers that we grow. I'll show you how they change through the seasons. Hope you've enjoyed the story of Oversley Flowers. All locally grown, not flown. I really enjoy growing the flowers.